Which of the following statements, if true, best provides evidence that the governor's reasoning is flawed? What is the governor's reasoning? That this tax, a carbon footprint tax, will cause many SUV owners to trade in their polluting vehicles for ethanol cars because the annual tax on SUVs is more than enough to buy a new ethanol car. Okay, so this is a forecast about the future, a prediction, and a flaw in that prediction will be something that causes that to not come true. That's a little mental shortcut you can take when you're faced with a question like this. Which of these will cause the governor's prediction to not come true? A. Economists warn that Middle East instability will increase the cost of gasoline. Well, if anything, that makes it more likely to be true because they'll go with the cheaper car, or the car that's cheaper to run. B. It is already more expensive for most people to drive SUVs than ethanol cars because the price of gasoline is already high. So here, this one says it's already more expensive, and that has not been enough to drive them away from their SUVs. So let's keep this one. C, most ethanol car owners do not also own an SUV. We're not worried about the current status quo. We're worried about the SUV owners now. D, some drivers who love their SUVs say they would rather harm the environment than switch to ethanol cars, which is sounds like it might be flawed, but all of this is that some drivers would do this. All the governor cares about is many SUV owners. So these are not mutually exclusive. Many SUV owners may trade them in. Some will keep them, but so this doesn't weaken. This is not a flaw in the governor's argument. E, SUVs owned and driven by city residents make up 20% of the city's pollution on average. Well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad number, and it's not a flaw in the argument, which leaves us with choice B. If they're already more expensive to drive, clearly price is not necessarily an issue for the people who are driving the SUVs in this, in this problem. So raising the price to drive them will continue to not have an effect because money isn't an issue for them. So choice B is the answer.